So, my name is Mother Muffin for you. I played Warframe with Stone, and my good friend that I've known for a very long time, Nightseer, invited me to the clan. He heard that I also played Warframe. He wanted me to advance and just hang out with him and stuff, but he wanted me to also join the clan just so we can just chill, have fun as much as possible. Of course, I had to meet the clan leader, which was Stonefox. At first, everything was chill and everything was good. We're all hanging out. He wasn't, so mean at first. Everything was, he's like, oh, you got to be like highly active up in this clan, though. He did say that you had to be active. You had to be on daily. You had to play for hours and hours and I was up in Kansas visiting my boyfriend. And I told him like, I don't think I want to play on the Xbox 24/7 because I am on vacation and I don't want to spend my vacation time on just this because I do have a boyfriend. And I am also a mother as well. So I was sitting here like I can't dedicate my whole life into Warframe. So after a while, he was kind of iffy about me because I said that, but I told him I will get on and play and rank up as much as possible. If you want to
Right.
go on runs and stuff, message me. Let me know.
Yep.
We ended up inviting some more people, and it made it to where Nightseer. There was that one day when Nightseer was saying something because he is the second in command. He's the next in line of heir to run the clan
Yep.
whenever Stony can't
Acting
anymore.
leader.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was Nightseer basically, since Stony was away at that moment, he decided to, say something to them. But like, I can't remember what was said because I was so busy trying to advance and go further up in Warframe, trying to get grind out for stuff to get some primes and all that other stuff.
Right. You weren't focused on the
I was working on
drama.
my Titania. Yeah. And then it led it to where Stony overheard and he started full on blasting, yelling at Nightseer. And it
Was
made
this
me stop what I was doing.
may I ask, was this all happening in a voice chat? Is that
It was
what?
happening in a party, an
Okay.
Xbox party,
In an
with
Xbox party, so
lots of
you
other
were
people
hearing
too.
it going on. Okay.
Oh yeah. And I didn't know what was happening. We all were talking until he started busting out screaming at the top of his lungs like he was dying. But he was yelling at Nightseer, and we were all stunned. We did not know what was going on. We were confused on what was going on. And we hear him saying, "Don't ever step out of line like that," like yelling at him, "Don't do that. I am the boss. I'm the one that's in charge." And we were like, what is happening? We don't know why he started yelling at Nightseer. And Nightseer said, okay. He's like, "No, you say yes, sir, to me." I was like, what
Jesus.
the heck? I was like, he
Yeah.
does not have to say yes, sir, to you.
No,
I
he
was saying that in
doesn't.
my head. I didn't say that out loud.
Power
But
tripping.
I was, oh yeah, he is. He was getting so much power, and then seeing that, he can step all over Nightseer, he just kept on attacking him. And I did say, okay, we need to get back into doing a lot of this. We need to hurry up and level up. We can't
Right.
afford to
You
hear
don't
all
want to
this
focus on
fighting.
the drama.
Yeah, because I'm not that type of person that wants to be in like hearing all this. I'm tired of it. And plus, you're talking to my best friend, Nightseer. Don't ever do that in front of me. I was about to
Yeah.
go off on him, but he
Yeah.
finally stopped after I was sitting here saying all that. He did, like, back away after I told him. Then he came back and started talking about it, and I was like, dude, it's long gone. Just
Yep.
stop.
Drop it.
And you know,
And
he did. He fully backed away, but by fully backing away, he left the party.
yeah.
I was like, good. And then I did ask Nicer, you good? He said, yeah, I'm good. He's like, you don't know why he got attacked for no reason. I was like, I know, that was out of the blue. He told me he used to not be. We were all talking about it. He said he used to not be like that, but recently something done like popped a vein in his body, and he just started acting out
Okay.
so coldly towards people. Don't know why. He used to be a real good, chill guy back then. He used to
When
have
was
a
back
job.
then, may I ask?
Nicer said that was when they first started meeting and the guy had a job.
Okay,
And that
so years
was
ago.
quite a long, I would say years ago, yeah. Now he lives with his mom and is jobless. So that's what he says. He lives with his
Seems
mom and he's jobless.
seems like it's a downward spiral that he's going into.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think he has no relationships as well. He has no girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. I think he's straight. But
right,
he doesn't even have a girlfriend either. And
right,
I'm sitting here like, okay, well, maybe eventually if he ends up finding somebody, maybe he might end up changing the way he
right.
is now. That's
I
what I kept on thinking, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's hard to pull yourself out of that situation, especially when you find somebody as supportive and whatnot. A woman can only can only push you to do so much. At the end of the day, if there's
Yeah.
mental problems going on with you, you can't open up your head and work on it like a car. You need medication sometimes, and maybe that's something he might need. Um,
Yeah,
do you
therapy.
Now, the one thing I'd like to say on this whole situation is that he shouldn't have brought it upon normal clan members. That's not
Yeah,
right. When it comes to administration and rules and whatnot, that should always be taken care of behind the curtains. He should never bring
that
that
is
stuff
very
up
true.
publicly. It's not the right thing for you to focus on, especially when he's handling himself the way he is. It's not healthy. Um, I'm glad you could share that with me.
Oh yeah. Oh, but there's more.
Yeah,
Like I said, I
go
have
for
lots
it.
on him.
Go for it. I
So,
can record for as long as you want me to.
all right. Oh, let me turn this down. So and then days have went on during that. There was little nitpicks in here and there between him and Knight, but they were not as bad, like the little fightings and stuff. But the other one I remember, and this is the last one I can remember, and um I can remember some of it, but there was the time when we were in the party and I'm still having to grind out. We had a alliance with us. One of the alliances that he had chosen, and the guy's name is Ben. He was we went to the dojo so he can sit here and give me some things because we were trading off on some things so he can help me, advance in the levels and stuff. And he also was giving me some primes because, he had so many other primes on him.
Yeah,
And he was
yeah.
like, I can help you. If you want these
Nice
primes,
guy.
I can give you these primes. You just have to grind out for it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
okay,
really
that's
nice of
fine.
him. Okay.
And um, it led to where Stony and Knight ended up fighting about Stony just said something, and Night Sailor was like, huh? And he's like, aren't you listening? And he was sitting here like shit talk, like basically bad talking him.
For
Like,
not
oh,
hearing a simple
I know
thing.
his mama. Oh yeah, he was like, oh, I know his mama too. His mama will allow me to whoop his butt, basically. Sitting here saying I can kick his butt. His mama will allow it too. And he's like, I know where he lives. I could basically be like his father because that's how I act to him because he acts so dumb. And I'm
Jesus.
like, I don't want to hear this. He's saying this right in front of Knight too.
That's
And Knight
so
went, haha,
abusive.
yeah, no, yeah, it is. He was so uncomfortable. I could tell Knight was uncomfortable. And I said, I don't want to hear about this. I said that, but I don't think he heard me
Right.
because he kept on going about that stuff. Sitting here saying, he's like, oh yeah, I'm like your dad. You do as I say. You should always say yes, sir, no, sir to me at all times. He was on about that still. And he brought up about that one fight that we all had. And he's like, now he's like, you make me look bad in front of people because the things that you do, the stupid things that you do.
Yeah, that isn't
And
right.
Nightseer was all upset. Nightseer kept on getting upset about it. And he's sitting here like talking down to him in front of like the same people from before. And everybody was just sick and tired of hearing it. I could tell that they were tired. They're trying to ignore him.
Yep.
And then it led it to where Stone said, he's like, nice here, we need to have a talk. Private one, in fact, not in front of other people about the
Finally.
situations that is happening. Yeah. So I was like, finally, but I don't want him to keep on jumping down Nightseer's throat.
Yeah. No, I get you. You don't
And
want shit to happen again. Like.
exactly. Yeah. So they did go in a separate party. I said parley. Excuse me. But they did go in a separate party, and it led to where, it was going on for a very long time. Nightsteer comes back, and I was like, "You good?" He's like, "No, I'm not. I I'm tired of this." I was like, "I know you are." I said, "I know. I'm tired of it too. He don't need to be talking down to you like that." And
No.
I was having that mom speech with him, and I was like, "He wants to sit here and act like a dad, but that's not acting like a dad. That's trying to act like that you are a boss of over, like trying to boss over people, trying to step on people and stuff."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "That is nowhere close to being like a dad."
No, I
And I was
agree
sitting
with
here
you
saying,
100%.
my mama mode went in. And I was like, look, you should not let him step all over you like this. This is messed up. Excuse me, the longer that you keep on having him step all over you like this, the worse you're gonna feel. The more stress you're gonna have. This is not a best friend. He is no best friend of yours if he keeps on treating you like this. He sends me these screenshots. And he's like, well, look at this because, I just got back from Kansas.
Yeah.
And it started off, and this is where we get into these messages here.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
starts off showing him talking about this YouTube clip that he sent. And they were just like discussing all of that. And, everything seems chill from the messages. And, of course, Stoney is like, you know, love you, he, he, he. And then I guess like a few seconds later, something I guess triggered in him, and he posted a GIF of the Wolverine saying "excuse me" with a question mark,
Yeah. Do you mind
and
if I
that's where
pause
he
for a
started
second and look
going off.
back? Remember
Yeah.
that movie, The Dictator? Okay, so he probably said "excuse me" to remember that movie, The Dictator, right? Okay. Yeah, that's quick switch. Sorry, keep going. My bad.
Oh no, you're fine. So after all that, he was sitting here saying "excuse me," and with seeing all of this, and I'm reading over it, and he was sitting here saying that he was revoking his principship. The principship is basically the second in command. That principship resembles saying, hey, you're basically the next in line to take over this whole clan whenever, I can no longer be in charge of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Stony, when I first went into his clan, it shows that there's like all these nice decorations, a pirate ship, and all that stuff. He based it off themes and stuff. But he said here said that he put all his blood, sweat, and money into that game. I'm like, uh, but you didn't create all this. He's not the creator. He didn't put all that stuff in there. It was another person. And he did have the person's name up on uh the thing up top.
Okay. Uh, it,
And
for children of Asgardia. or
Yes.
Asgard?
Yeah.
Okay.
It,
So,
the name, the person's name was up on there.
okay, to clarify then, he wasn't the original creator of this clan then.
I think from what happened, he invited this person to come in and do all that for him.
Okay, okay. So the
Because
server and
he,
stuff. Okay.
yeah, he mentioned about like events that they do and see who created the best clan decoration thing for decor and all that other stuff.
Okay.
He has it set to that to where, they do this like weird event thing. I didn't know much about it because, I didn't know much about clans and stuff. Even though I've been, like I said, even though I've been playing Warframe, I wasn't really, didn't know much. I knew some, but I didn't know much, and I wanted to learn more.
Um, may I ask that we stop for part one here? May I? But first off, do you have? Is there more to talk about with this? Because if so, we'll make a part two with this.
Oh yeah, there is.
Okay, here I'm gonna stop.